Kia ora everybody, welcome back to Mr. T's Toy House. Today I want to do BMWs as the BMW set came into my store and I was lucky enough they were all there, but I was silly enough that I only grabbed the ones that I thought I needed and I actually missed one that I needed. But that's okay, I've still got a few BMWs, enough to run a nice wee show for you guys. Excuse the voice, excuse the nose. I got my sharp knife today. No glass of water. I've got a nice cup of hot lemsip. As I recently caught COVID. Just shows to go, mate. It goes around. It's still going around. Even here in New Zealand when we had our big lockdowns. Anyway, BMW. The briefest history I can give you, BMW sort of started in 1916 producing aircraft, moved from aircraft to motorbikes, from motorbikes to cars. Okay, so that's the quickest, briefest part of BMW's history that I can give you. I don't want to waffle on too long because, funny enough, BMW is not my thing, but I've actually accumulated a fair few over the years. Okay, so BMW, this is the how I've written it down because there's no way I can remember it. I don't even know if I can pronounce it right. BMW, Bayer Eisch Merton Work. Motorworks, I'm guessing it's Bayer Eisch Motorworks, not sure, out of my hands. Just a little Kiwi here living here in New Zealand. I don't believe to be any historian or anything like that. Anyway, so like I said, this little set came through and I grabbed it and thought it would be really good to do a wee show for you guys. But first of all, I had this one sitting in my cupboard. I thought this was a really good start to the BMWs, as it's a really old one. 1973 BMW. Probably one of the earlier BMWs, being the nice box model. And even back then, they were race cars. Very, very cool. I do like the box model, or some of the Japanese guys call it the Hako model. Yeah, it's very cool. Looks very similar to the Skyline Hako, but no, not at all. Cool model though. Nice wheels. Cool tempo, nice race tempo on it. Plastic-based plastic wheels. Alright, so let's go through some of these silver series. I've got the M1 to start with. Now, I have to keep referring back to my notes as like I said, BMW was never really something that I took a lot of interest in, especially when it came to Hot Wheels. I do like the BMW cars. I think they're all very classy. Here in New Zealand, we try to avoid them as mechanical bills are very expensive, but when you get a European car to a mechanic, the price just skyrockets. BMW M1. 1978 to 1981. This is when these were being produced. Let's chop her open and you guys can have a better look. That's cool. Completely different shape to this old one. It's sort of getting into more of a racier shape. I guess in the 1980s, the old levers were starting to come out. Choice. These BMWs I'm going to put them all in one box, and I'll keep them just like that. Now, like I said, I bought the set, but I only bought what I thought I needed. I should have bought the whole set now. I look back at it. But I made the mistake and I forgot to buy an M2, which I don't have any M2. So my apologies. I'm going to go straight from M2 to the M3s. Now the M3s, 1988 to 1991, and they're still coming out now. So, yep. But we got this cool carded one. I believe this is the 1986, 99 model. I remember these models. I believe these are still roaming around New Zealand roads. Cards just the same as the other one, so we won't be flashing the back of the cards too much now. And we'll get this one cut open, and we can have a good look at this one. There we go, look at that. Nice looking wheels. Silver Series, we've got some details in these cars, which is good. Really nice to see. The M3 is actually a really nice looking model. And I'll step these models up as I've got a couple in premium. We'll go from that one. And we'll go, what's this one here? We've got the E36, the 92 to 99. Now this is the premium model. This is a bit further down the track of this one. Much nicer wheels. Nice details. Really cool paint job. And unlike this one, plastic base, plastic wheels, this has the rubber wheels, the metal base, and it's a hefty model. We'll go from that one to the E46. Here's our E46. Now this one goes right from 2000s to 2000 and... I've written that out wrong anyway. We'll go in the 2000 range. Much more modern looking. Very, very cool. I love the colour. The paint job's really nice. The wheels suit the car for sure. Got some great detail on the back and some really nice detail on the front, but just good old plain Jane. Some people really enjoy the plain Jane cars. This particular model I think looks really good. Plain. Okay, moving along. Keep moving along. I don't like to dibble dabble like some of these people. They'll repeat themselves 6 times. I'm try not to do that at all. Just so, you know, mate, you guys are here for the raw. We really want to see them being opened. Oops, just about started cutting that one open. Here we go, the BMW M4. The M4 says it's a 2014 model. Not entirely sure. To be honest, until I cut it out, it's not my favourite of the lot. The tunes you can hear in the background, it's one of my old band's NOS. We were lucky enough to get a recording at a local studio called Sublime Studios. They work based in Kura. Yeah, the M4, look at this, very, very aerodynamic through here. And I think possibly that's why I don't like it. And the paint job doesn't really appeal to me. The wheels, I don't really like the wheels much either. So yeah, this car for me is really not my favourite. But anyway, there it is. I will try and get the M2. And I might just do that as a wee short opening if I can find one. There we go. BMW M2. Plastic, metal, but not much of a paint job going on there. The details are on the back, and we've got some deets on the front too, so not so bad for a Silver Series. M4, right, from the M4 we go to the M5. M5 is the beast of the models, the big sedan. What have I got here? An M5 1991 E34. That one here. Now this one's a nice model. I really like it, excuse me. A very nice looking model. And this particular one, full of details. Really nice looking detail on the front there. White too, it's quite easy to show up your details. Got your wee rear vision mirrors on the side there. Nice sticking out door handles, painted up as well. And your details on the back as well. That's choice, that's very choice. Alright, last but least, like I said, I just want to keep them moving on. I'm not the flashiest of health, so the quicker I can keep this moving too, probably better for me. It's this one. This was lucky. I just at the last minute I walked through my farmer's store. This was sitting on the shelves and I thought, wow, perfect timing, as I just told you guys I'm opening up BMW. We have a wee look on the back there. You can see what came out in this set. I managed to pick this one up as a chase car. It's sitting in my box, just looking at it. I don't know what I want to do with it. Not really a casting I love. It looks like a bike jump. Anyway, I already have this Lamborghini, so that stayed in there. Those two I already have. I don't know if I have this one in this colour, but I've already got them. That's what we pay at Farmers for two cars. It's things are getting a bit off the price ranges around here. $21.99. It's actually not too bad, but still, you know, when you pay, you're expected to pay $10 per car. Now they've added an extra $2 on it, or $1.99. It's an extra $2. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be great for this little thing. As I've got my little BMW show. So let's cut them open. The two castings I don't have, so that's always good. Normally when I end up opening a 2-pack, I've already got one of them. Excuse me. Oh, I love this song. One of my favourite NOS songs. I think we just all our songs on this were very plain and boring. I think we just called this one Heavy. It was probably the heaviest song that we produced. Double kick pedal, full on electric guitar, and a harmonica that just goes off. Alright, look at these two beauties. Now this one, I guess, this one's a 300 and I think this is a 320 Group 5. So I guess they're very similar models. 320 I'm guessing is a higher spec. You can see it's been fattened and silhouetted out compared to this old clunker. Tell you what though, if you own this, mate, in real life I think you'd be pretty proud of yourself. Keeping a 1973 model running on the road for that long. Look at the big fin on the back. Crazy. Lots of details on this. Really cool racing livery. Suits the car, suits the model. These two are very, very, very nice. I like. So rubber wheels, metal base, heavy casting, good premium, and then last but least the M3 GTR 2001. Now I'm guessing similar sports model or racing model. circuit model, whatever you like to call it, and a good old classic guy down the street. Like I said, nice livery. Nice looking car. Not so flash on these. They look a little plasticky. Don't know why they don't make these look a lot more metallic. Only time I like this look really is when it's white. If the white rims, you know, then generally look a little plasticky anyway. Very, very cool. Yay. Alright, thank you everybody for coming to Mr. T's Toy House. It's been a pleasure. I'll try and keep these still running as time goes on. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, keep me going. Chuck a comment too if you know a little bit more about the history of BMW. I like to know too. If you know the exact pronunciation of those words that I brought out with BMW, mate, you can type it out in some form that I can read it out properly. Awesome. Alright, hey, stay healthy, keep safe, keep cool till after school. Cheers, peeps.